Hello? Have you ever really thought about the future you? I don't mean in an abstract way, like, what will I have for dinner next Tuesday? I mean, who is the person you will be in 20 or 30 years? What will they wish you had done today? It's so easy to get caught up in the now. The next paycheck, the next bill, the next weekend. Our financial lives can feel like we're just treading water, trying to keep our heads above the surface. But what if you could send a gift to that future person? A gift so significant that it completely changes the story of their life. A gift that gives them freedom, security, and options. That is what we are really talking about today. We're going to use the term 401k, but I want you to think of it as a time travel machine for your money. A way to take a piece of your hard work from today and send it forward to take care of that future you. The topic is maxing out your 401k. And I know that can sound intimidating or boring, or maybe it just sounds impossible. But my goal today isn't to throw numbers at you, it's to change the way you see it. In this video, I want to walk you through this entire concept from the very beginning. We're going to do it slowly and clearly so that even if you're just listening, it will all make sense. First, we're going to build the foundation. We'll answer the question, what is a 401k? We'll talk about what maxing it out really means, and we'll cover the exact contribution numbers for this year, 2025. Second, I'm going to get personal. I'll share why I'm maxing out my 401k. I'll even show you my own pay stub, and we'll talk about the three big reasons: tax savings, forced discipline, and the magic of long-term compounding. And third, we need to talk about the other side. We'll address the big con you always hear, the myth that your money is locked up forever. We'll look at the reality of that. By the end, you won't just understand what a 401k is, you'll understand the power it holds for you and for the person you're going to be many years from now. So, let's begin. What is a 401k? Before we could talk about maxing out a 401k, let's get on the same page. What is it, really? A 401k is a special kind of retirement savings plan that your employer offers to you. Think of it as your personal investment account for the future. But it comes with one enormous advantage. You put money in before taxes are taken out. That means every single dollar you contribute reduces your taxable income today. For example, if you earn $100,000 in a year and you put $10,000 into your 401k, you'll only pay taxes on 90,000, not the full 100. Your contributions are then invested, usually in mutual funds, index funds, or target date funds, and they grow tax deferred until you retire. When you finally withdraw that money in retirement, you pay taxes then, but ideally you'll be in a lower tax bracket by that time. So in short, a 401k helps you save for retirement and save on taxes at the same time. What does fully maxing out your 401k mean? When people say they've maxed out their 401k, they don't mean they've just hit the company match. They mean they've contributed the maximum amount allowed by the IRS for that year. For instance, if your company matches up to 5% of your salary, that's great, that's free money, and you should always take it. But maxing out means you've gone beyond that. You've contributed the full legal amount set by the government for your age group. It's your way of saying, I've taken full advantage of the tax benefits available to me this year. So don't confuse getting the match with maxing the 401k. The first one is good. The second one is next level wealth building. All right, let's talk numbers. For the year 2025, the IRS increased the 401k contribution limits. If you're under the age of 50, you can contribute up to $23,500 per year. If you're 50 or older, you get something called a catch-up contribution. This lets you add an extra $7,500, bringing your total to $31,000. Now remember, this is your personal contribution limit. Your employer's match is on top of that. So if your company adds, say, another 5% match, your total retirement savings could easily cross $30,000 or even $40,000 in one single year. Now that you know what a 401k is and how much you can put in it every year, let's look at what I'm doing with mine. My salary is about $100,000 and I'm contributing 23% of it into my 401k. That's about $23,000, right around the max. There are three important reasons why I put so much of my salary into my 401k: tax saving, forced saving, and long-term compounding. We'll talk about each of these 3 points in detail. The first is tax advantage. Let me show you something real. This is a snapshot of my actual pay stub. Yes, the real one. If you're listening, let me describe it for you. My gross biweekly pay is around $3,800. Now, there's a line that says 401k contribution, and the number next to it is $884.61. That means in just one pay period, I contributed almost $900 toward my 401k. Over the year, that adds up to about $23,000, which is basically the 2024 maximum limit. Now, here's the interesting part. If I didn't contribute that $884 every paycheck, my taxable income would be higher each time. In other words, the government would treat that as money I earned and then tax it. So I got curious. I opened ChatGPT and asked, based on my salary, how much extra tax would I pay if I wasn't maxing my 401k? Here's what it calculated using my exact numbers. If my salary is about $100,000 and I don't contribute any money to my 401k, I'd end up paying roughly $5,000 more in federal tax, $1,000 more in Maryland state tax, and around $700 more in Baltimore city tax. That's nearly $6,900 more in taxes every single year, just because I didn't contribute to my 401k. So think about that. By putting $23,000 into my 401k, I'm actually saving almost $7,000 in taxes right now. That's like a 30% instant return before the market even starts compounding my money. Most people never realize this. Your 401k doesn't just grow your investments, it instantly reduces your taxes. So the next time you look at your paycheck and see that 401k deduction, don't think of it as money disappearing. Think of it as money being shielded from taxes. Money that's staying with you for your future. Second is the forced saving. Let's be honest, saving money consistently isn't easy. When your paycheck hits your account, it's tempting to spend a little here, a little there. And before you know it, the month is gone and your savings barely moved. That's where the 401k helps me. It forces me to save automatically before I even see the money. Every pay period, a portion of my income, in my case, 23%, goes straight into my 401k before it ever reaches my bank account. I never have to make a decision. It just happens. And because I never see that money in my checking account, I don't miss it. It's like paying my future self first automatically. That discipline has changed how I handle money. It's the easiest way to save big without relying on willpower. So even though some people call it locked money, I call it protected money. Money that future me will thank present me for. The third reason, and honestly the most exciting one, is long-term compounding. When you invest in your 401k, your money doesn't just sit there. It grows. It earns returns, and those returns earn more returns. That's the magic of compounding. Let's say you invest $23,000 every year for the next 20 years. If it grows at just 8% per year, that becomes roughly $1.1 million by the time you retire. And remember, that's only your contributions. If your employer adds a match on top of that, you could end up with even more. That's the beauty of compounding. It's slow in the beginning, but over time, the growth accelerates. The later years of compounding are where the real magic happens. That's when your money starts working harder than you do. For me, maxing my 401k isn't just about saving taxes or saving money. It's about creating a system that builds wealth quietly in the background, year after year, whether I think about it or not. Now, let's talk about the other side. A lot of people say your 401k money is locked up until you're about 59 and a half. That's actually a myth. Yes, it's meant for retirement, and you'll usually pay a penalty if you withdraw early, but there are exceptions, like the rule of 55, disability 72T, medical expenses, or birth and adoption withdrawals. So technically, your money isn't completely locked. It's just harder to reach, and that's by design. It's there to protect your future self, not stop you from living today. If this video helped you understand your money a little better, take a second to hit that subscribe button. I share more stories and strategies just like this one. Simple steps to help you build real wealth and peace of mind.